Hello everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I wanted to sit down and talk lip glosses. Yes, because I love lip glosses, but lip glosses also just remind me of spring because as the weather warms up, I find that my makeup just pares back a little bit. I maybe am skipping the foundation and just going concealer, brushing through my eyebrows, doing a light gloss, maybe some bronzer on the eyes and the cheeks, and we are good to go. So I always get extra inspired to talk about lip glosses during this time of year. Now we have so many fantastic options on the website. It allows me to highlight individual shades that I really love that work for my skin tone, and also just talk about formulas, the way they vary, and maybe help you discover a new one for the spring and summer months. Let's kick things off with what I think is probably the most underrated of the bunch, and this is from TOK. This is the TOK Beauty Lip Tonic. This is in the shade Bloom. So I'm doing specific shades that I happen to really love. These retail for $26. We've got the traditional doe foot applicator. Though we're talking about Bloom today, there are 7 other shades to choose from, so 8 total. They've got avocado oil, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, peptides. So as always with green beauty, I find there's a lot of skincare backed ingredients that make them not only high performing makeup, but also good and actually nourishing on the lips. Now, what I love about this formula specifically, and I believe I've swatched every formula I'm going to talk about, so check the description box for that. This is a more full on coverage, which I think is so nice because you could just do a lip liner, this, and good to go. Sometimes what I will also do is if I'm wearing something a little bit darker and I just want to brighten it up, maybe even just in the center, this will allow you to do that. They've got a gorgeous shade range, but this is the most perfect creamsicle sort of color that like shouldn't work for what I typically like, but it totally does. So I love mixing, matching this, wearing this with quite a dark lip liner for a little bit of contrast. But it's creamy, it's rich, and it is super comfortable to wear. I'm just putting it on the center of this other gloss I have on for dimension, and I mean, it's just so pretty. If you love a more full coverage lip gloss and you love a peach tone, check out Bloom from TOK. Then I had to mention, this is just one of my favorite all-round formulas, and it's a newer one, the RMS Legendary Lip Oils. Well, yes, this is a lip oil, but they have that plushness so that they feel a little bit like a gloss. I love the shade Lily. Lily is the most gorgeous, like sheer sort of red. What I like about this formula is that it's quite buildable. This is definitely a very fuchsia toned red, so you can even blot this off and make it look a little bit more subdued if you want to do that as well. These have these great XL doe foot applicators for really easy application. When you first use this, it takes a little bit of back and forth to get that product build up, but as this loosens up, you're going to find that that application's a little bit easier, but they're incredibly lightweight. They have that plush feeling that I already mentioned and a really lovely, slightly vanilla scent. All of the glosses I'm talking about today, because I cannot stand a sticky gloss, all of these are non-sticky, really comfortable to wear, and I love the shade range in this entire line, but there's just something about a sheer red, especially on a minimal makeup day, that I absolutely love. So that's from RMS, that's Lily. Then it would not be a gloss video without talking about the Fit Glow Beauty Lip Color Serums. This is my most used shade of all time. And looking at it, I wouldn't think it would be, but it's just so perfect for this time of year. This is in the shade Beach Glow. Beach Glow is the most beautiful sheer copper. So this is a great one for layering, mixing, matching, all of that good stuff. But I just find it gives the perfect amount of warmth to the lips that really sort of feels sun-kissed. These also have a really nice light vanilla scent and a more traditional doe foot applicator. These have the most plush feeling on the lips. I would think that these are the most comfortable to wear, though they're all comfortable. It's just this is on such another level. This is super skincare backed. That's why these retail for $42. There's 17 different shades. There's vegetable collagen in here. There's organic plump. So these are going to be ever so lightly plumping without being at all irritating. And they also have beet extract in here as well. So these are incredibly moisturizing, beautiful shade range, truly something for absolutely everyone in that perfect buildable situation where you can wear it on its own and it looks really pretty, but it layers amazingly as well. Moving right along, this one doesn't really scream spring, but it is one of my most worn lip glosses ever, and I will explain. This is from RITUEL de Fille. These are their Thornbite Peptide Plump Lip Oils. I love the shade Rosebite. There's a sheer option and there's also something that's a little bit more of a mid-tone, but Rosebite is this gorgeous. I describe it in a way it's a little bit gross, but I need you guys to follow me. It is like a dried blood sort of color, and I know that sounds creepy, but because it feels like such a natural human color, it works so well on the lips. And this is what I was wearing before I added a little bit of that peachy tone on top. This is one of those shades that is that perfect in between of having pigment and sheerness. I usually 9 times out of 10 I'm wearing this completely on its own, and it gives me that perfect little amount of color when I want something that doesn't really compete but makes me look nice, healthy, and flushed. This is what I'm grabbing for. I cannot get enough of this. I think the shade is just perfect. It's also really nourishing and hydrating. It's got marula oil, shea oil, flower wax. It's gently plumping as well, so I would say the formula is the most similar to the to the Fit Glow, but it's absolutely stunning. I cannot stop wearing this. This is like in my purse with me all of the time, or right here. I've got like these 3 drawers that live right next to my desk that have like my everyday grab and goes. Maybe I should do a video on that, but this is so in there, and this is in there year round, but I also wanted to bring it into the spring video because once again, it's gloss season, baby, in my world. And then finally, we've got the most affordable of the bunch, and another one that I think is quite underrated. I haven't reviewed these in a long time, so a redo might be in order, but these are from Lily Lolo, the Natural Lip Gloss in Peachy Keen specifically. This is a great range. These are going to be the most sheer of the bunch as well, so these make amazing layering options. In fact, that is typically what I do with these, non-sticky, and unlike a lot of the vanilla that you see, these actually have like a slight chocolate scent and therefore a little bit of like a cocoa sort of taste as well. 8 shades. There's vitamin E in here, jojoba. They're just ultra comfortable, sheer. This one has a little bit of glitter throughout it as well, which makes the lips look nice and plump. And again, I could probably layer all 3 of these. It's almost a clear, but it's got a little bit of a peachy warmth with a golden shimmer throughout. So I just find that this pairs well with a lot of the sort of like the RITUEL de Fille White Thorns, the more peachy shades that, I mean, I love those year round, but those are really just the spring and summer warm tone sort of staple. Love it, love it, love it. If you're more of a layering girl, you want something easy that you can put on top of anything, I would reach for something from this shade range, if not Peachy Keen specifically. So that is it, everyone. Those are my top 5 spring glosses. It's so nice to sit down and do these videos sometimes and go through, like I went through my lipstick drawers, like what am I really wearing? What do I, like I can always tell because they're right at the top. And so many different formulas that I really truly love, and something again for everyone. I will have those more in-depth reviews on the formula and the full shade ranges for you down below. But while you're down there, before you go, if you would not mind giving the video a big thumbs up, subscribe. I do upload new videos here every single Monday and I don't want you guys to miss them. I would also love to know what your favorite lip gloss formula and color is. I really love hearing what you guys love. We are all so very different and it's so much fun to hear from you. Please make sure that you're also checking out our newsletter, all of our social media handles. We're absolutely everywhere, and direct links to all of these glosses so you could shop them right here, right now, are always down below waiting for you as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the consistent love and support, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.